Welcome guys, welcome to the channel. We are at the Burbank Cemetery, and it's a decent sized cemetery, so we'll see what we can do with it, but we're gonna get started. All right, let's get at it. And I don't know what town this is in for sure, but if I find out, I'll put it in the description of the title of it. But they don't give you much room to put any title on her, so I have to do the best I can. Anyways, we have Bertha, born January the 21st, 1883, died December the 14th, 1902. And B, 1848 to the 1929. All right. And he was a World War II veteran. Then we have Earl, 1888 to 1934. And he was a World War II veteran as well, and that is a beautiful stone. I love that stone. That is awesome. Look at how nice that is. It says American Legion right here, U.S. right here. That is pretty cool. All right. Next we have Robert Lee Miller, father of Rebecca, 1939 to 1964. We have Ethel Miller, 1901 to 1967. We have Frank, 1861 to 19, he's still alive, it says. His wife, 1870 to 1923. Then we have Charles Miller. He was in World War I, 1896 to February the 23rd, 1960. Then we have George, 1897 to 1966, and he was a World War II veteran. Then we have Albert Moser, 1856 to 1923, and Mary, 1862 to 1929. 26, sorry. Then we have Catherine, May the 3rd, 1958. We have Robert, 1929 to 1936. We have Perry, 1896 to 1954. And Vera, 1897 to 1970. We have Samuel, 1851 to 1940. And Amanda, 1859 to 1942. We have Maud, 1882 to 1952. And I'm going to have to just pretty well take these in rows, guys, because the way the cemetery was laid out. We have Clarence, 1878 to 1965. And Edith, September the 22nd, 1872 to September the 23rd, 1947. We have George, May the 18th, 1918 to September 28th, 1994. He's a World War II veteran. We have Mildred, March 28th, 1922 to May the 29th, 1998. And Steve, January 7th, 1916 to 2000. Then we have Thomas, 1889 to 1957. Eva, 1889 to 1941. And Emily, 1913 to 1930. We have Clark, January the 19th, 1915 to September the 15th, 1917. Richard, 1911 to 1931. John, 1883 to 1954. And Aura, 1889 to 1962. Sorry, I got brain dead for a moment. That happens often. Here we have WL, 1867 to 1922. Viola, 1869 to 1916. And sorry about the wind, guys. Sorry about the shaking. Ain't nothing I can do about either one. So, I'm sorry. Joseph, February the 16th, 1869 to May the 25th, 1946. Dora, March 28th, 1875 to May the 19th, 1943. Then we have a Henry Collins, April the 25th, 1841 to January the 29th, 1916. And Sarah Baker, his wife, December the 6th, 1846 to January the 31st, 1916. Then we have Harold Markley, 1913 to 1959. We have Ethel, July the 4th, 1915 to May the 23rd, 1979. And Kenneth, November the 6th, I want to say 1900 to February the 1st, 1888, I believe. Then we have, I can't really see that one to read it, guys. There it is. All right, next we have Josiah, 1855 to 1947, and his wife, September the 2nd, 1858 to March the 16th, 1903. We have William, 1882 to 1972, and Grace, 1885 to 1980. That's a decent little stone. It belongs to John. He died July the 6th, 1907 at the age of 71 years and 10 months and 28 days. Then you have Elza, died March 31st, 1882 at the age of 43 years and 19 days, the wife of John. And I believe that's all that's on that one. It is. All right. Then we have Mary, 1847 to 1914. Then we have Charles, 1861 to 1930. We have John, 1841 to 1910, and Emma, 1852 to 1935. Then we have Henry, 1882 to 1929. All right. Which takes us over to here. I'll probably just do this little side up so far and then catch the other side of it. Make it easier on me. Here we have John, 1896 to 1960. That's a good looking stone. Here we have Ralph, 1940 to 1944. Robert, 1936 to 1944. Ward, 1930 to 1944. And Lori, 1900 to 1944. Then we have stones that says mother and father. That's going to be right here. Martin, 1855 to 1922. And Emma, 1859 to 1911. And that is a beautiful stone. I love that kind right there. Them are really pretty. But here we go. We have Joyce, 1891 to 1965. And Jess, 1887 to 1974. We have E. Ray, 1894 to 1986. And Opa, I think, 1897 to 1993. This is a good looking stone. Look at this stone. It's going to be John, July 23rd, 1944 to August 3rd, 2017. That's an awesome looking stone. And we just had one to pass right there. We're not going to film that one. We had Charles, 1892 to 1985. And Isa, 1892 to 1966. I need to hold the camera a little better, don't I? We have a George, 1846 to 1914. And Elizabeth, his wife, 1851 to 1921. Then we have Bernie, I think, or Bertie, something, 1872 to 1928, and Bert, 1869 to 1937. This next one's going to be a Civil War veteran, and it's going to be, I want to say Watts, and he was born January, I want to say 18th, 1848, and died March the 4th, 1910. And Sarah, his wife, September the 15th, 1845, died April the 10th, 1914 on that one. Best I can tell. All right. Here we have a J.C. Moore, 1847 to 1912, and his wife, 1908 to 1912. Wait a minute, that ain't his wife. Yeah, his wife, I guess. No, it'd be a daughter or something. It can't be his wife. 1908 to 1912, or is that 1808? I'm not sure, guys, on that one. I don't think it'd be his wife at 4 years old, but I might be wrong in my math. I never know. Anyways, we'll move on. We have a John Booth, 1872 to 1935, and a Margaret Booth, 1871 to 1944. And then we have a Gordon Booth, 1907 to 1978. And then we have Reverend W.M.E. Stewart, 1855 to 1916, and his wife, 1856 to 1937 on that one. Then we have 1887 to 1971, 1858 to 1938, and Anna, 1860 to 1912. All right. Now I think we ought to jump over here and do a few of these. Gertrude, 1909 to 1913. Jess, 1876 to 1960, and Minnie, 1883 to 1943. Next one's going to be a Civil War veteran. It's going to be Adam, October the 30th, 1839 to October the 30th, 1902. Mariah, February the 6th, 1845 to February 14th, 1899. That's a good looking stone right there. All right, here it takes us up to our next one, which will be right here. There. And that's going to be their main stone. He's going to be a Civil War veteran. And I'm going to say it's going to be right here. It's going to be Isaac, 1831 to 1902. This is going to be his wife over here, 1841 to 1907. And I'm not sure, 1869 to 1817 on this one. Not going to be able to tell nothing on that one. And this is going to be their infant son, Benjamin, 1904. I'd say that's an infant of theirs too. It's got some writing on it, but I can't see it. But there it is, guys. All right. Next we have, and these are spread out, so I have to do some walking in between some of them. We have a George, 1850 to 1924, and an Alice, his wife, 1857 to 1914. Our next one is going to be right over here, nice big one. We'll go over here and check it out. All right. Samson died January the 14th, 1896, to age of 87 years, 5 months, and 22 days. He's at rest, sweet rest. And mother, Elizabeth, died July the 23rd, 1912, at the age of 80 years, 11 months, and 8 days. And that is a pretty good sized stone. All right. Then we have Earl, 1891 to 1894. Then we have Polly, 1871 to 1928. Oh wow, this stone is ate up bad. Very bad. Can't tell nothing about that. But this one's neat. This one's different. I ain't seen any like this one. This is Suzanne, wife of H. Died April the 24th, 1900, the age of 81 years. That's a cool looking stone right there. All right. Let me go ahead and grab this one over here. Might as well. We have a Myrtle, 1891 to 1984. Then we have, somebody's shooting. Hope it ain't me. We have a Gray, Charles, 1875 to 1940, and his son, 1923 to 1949, and one of them was a Civil War veteran. Not Civil War, World War II. Boy, I'm getting tongue-tied like crazy today and messing up. Here we have Netta, 1892 to 1971. Elizabeth, 1861 to 1954. And Charles, 1859 to 1939. And Frankie, 1857 to 1862. I can't see the name, guys. I think it's 1833 to 1886 on that one, but I wouldn't swear to it. I can't see the names, the glare. And I think this is a Reverend somebody, 1829 to 1882, I believe. All right. Then we have a W. Allen Ritter, 1848 to 1903, and Hetty, his wife, 1852 to 1929, and W. Wallace Ritter, 1873 to 1896. This is a neat little stone in a way. We have Christ, 1859 to 1938, and Sarah, 1863 to 1935. These two, the one of them flipped over or something. Hannah, 1845 to 1929, and James, 1839 to 1927. And it looks like he was military as well. Revolution War, I believe. Here's James, 1849 to 1928. Emily, or something like that, 1864 to 1950. And Cora, 1896. Then we have Jenny, 1878 to 1949, and David, 1874 to 1950. And I'm thinking this goes with that stone, them two stones that we just read for James and Hannah. Right here, and he's a Civil War veteran. All right. Then we have a John, 1861 to 1933, and I'm not sure on his last name, but 1869 to 1971. And we have this one stone away over here by itself. There is a few flags across this cemetery. You can see them there. We have Lambert, 1856 to 1919. All right. And we'll go ahead and grab this one stone right here. This stone here is really neat. I like this one. And it's going to be Elizabeth Eagle, wife of M. Rollinger, born June the 26th, 1820, and died January the 14th, 1892. That is an awesome looking stone. Then it's going to be Michael, I think, born February the 14th, 1820, and he died April the 18th, 1889. And that is an awesome looking stone. All right. I think these are newer. Yeah, some of them newer. I don't want to get those. We'll move on down. So we'll move on down. We have a John, Anna, Dallas. That's the children. Then we have Jacob, 1864 to 1927. And mother, Leah, 1869 to 1934. Somebody here died in 1892, but I can't tell who on this stone. And that was all that's on that one. I do apologize about the wind and shaking, guys. Can't really do nothing about either one, so. But anyways, here we go. Edward Norton, November the 25th, 1885 to October the 9th, 1936. All right. And we'll do this one here, and then I'll move over to the other side. Catherine, wife of Jacob, died September the 9th, 1849 at the age of 41 years, 8 months and 24 days. Jacob died May the 29th, 1889 at the age of 73 years, 3 months and 2 days. And then we'll get these couple right here. Then I'll know where I'm at. We have Thomas Bernard, September the 6th, 1849 to May the 1st, 1924. And Jane Bernard, August the 7th, 1854 to January the 9th, 1926. All right. Give me just a second, guys. All right. There's old Glory flying in there like she should. Beautiful. And this is going to be, I'm assuming, for their unknown soldiers is what it says, of the Civil War, 1861 to 1865. And it shows the branches of the military. And that's their little monument here in this cemetery. All right, we're going to move on. Here we have James Norton, 1816 to 1808. No, 1908, sorry. And Magdalene, or something like that, 1821 to 1891. I can't see this one to read it, guys. There it is. All right. Yeah, we might as well go right here. This is a good looking stone. He's going to be a Civil War veteran. Samuel Baker, born June the 29th, 1832, died May the 26th, 1905. Jane Norton, wife of Samuel Baker, born May the 4th, 1820, died April the 18th, 1895. That's a good looking stone. Next we have February the 20th to July the 3rd. It looks like 1921 on this one. Then we have Bryce, 1885 to 1947. And I'm not sure on his wife's name, but 1887 to 1943. Then we have this nice stone right there, and these are going to go with it. It's going to be Livy, May the 10th, 1852 to July the 29th, 1893. Robert, March 25th, 1846 to August 30th. I want to say 1932. Then I want to say his wife, November the 29th, 1845 to November the 6th, 1916. Oh, wait a minute, there's more up here. Then we have son of him. It's going to be Frank, and it's going to be August 17th, 1882 to May the 6th, 1904. Then we have Roy, January the 12th, 1886 to July the 28th, 1950. And Lydia, infant daughter, March the 8th to the 9th, 1907. Then we have Minnie, 1870 to 1954. And Finley, 1856 to 1936. Buried in Oakside Cemetery in Zurumpree Hills, Florida. And then we have Rose, wife of Finley, March the 15th or 16th, it looks like, 1837 to January the 14th, 1900. Some of them are hard to see and read. All right, should take me to here. We have Floyd, 1894 to 1962, and Elsie, 1888 to 1963. All right. Then we have Harry, son of J and M Packard, 1888 to 1909. Iva Lewis, 1898 to 1914. And James Packard, 1866 to 1914. And Minnie Packard, 1891 to 1918. And Anna, 1854 to 1943. Then we have Levi, April the 19th, 1882 to October the 1st, 1900. Barbara, his wife, August 27th, 1833 to July the 7th, 1906. And this one's going to be a military, but I can't tell. I think it's Levi Lewis is on this one. Best I can see. All right. Then we have Russell, 1846 to 1936. Matilda, 1848 to 1930. Then we have, I'm not sure on the name, Albert or Delabert or something like that, 1849 to 1896. And Mina, 1852 to 1925. Blessed are the dead which die in the Lord, that they may rest from their labors. W.M. Henry Dennis, M.D., born January the 15th, 1869, died February the 12th, 1898. Reverend Dennis, born April the 27th, 1841, and he was a Civil War veteran. And Catherine, wife of Reverend Dennis, born July the 8th, 1845. On that beautiful stone right there. All right. I'm not sure anything on this one, guys. All right, so we'll go on. We have S.E. 1857 to 1916, and Lois, 1860 to 1929. Then we have Earl, 1884 to 1971, and Lum, or something like that. I'm not sure of the name. 1886 to 1973. We have a William, 1880 to 1903. We have Margaret, 1884 to 1968, and Ira, 1882 to 1951. We have Ida, 1873 to 1943, and A, 1899 to 1971, and an infant, 1894. Then we have Andrew, 1919 to 1987. We have Catherine Dennis, 1845 to 1933. We have Reverend Dennis, 1841 to 1912. And Dr. W.H. Dennis, 1869 to 1898. We have Andrew, 1868 to 1938. Marvel, 1917 to 1943. And Nellie, 1897 to 1974. I read so many names, I get tongue-tied. Then we have Ona, 1895 to 1885, and an infant, 1902 to 1902. Well, we might as well go ahead and get these. So we're going to go get these right here real quick. All right. Here we have a W.M. something. Born August the 9th, 1846, died May the 27th, 1925. His wife was born January the 14th, 1850, died September the 9th, 1906. Then we have this one that died in 1886 to 1926. Estella, 1873 to 1932, and Dwight, 1871 to 1949. We have Charles, 1869 to 1940, and Josephine, his wife, 1874 to 1954. Then we have Lawrence, 1896 to 1965. Carrie, 1878 to 1945. Henry, 1837 to 1906. Pauline, 1846 to 1915. And that's a good looking stone. I keep holding it down. Oh wow, look at this one, guys. This one's pretty neat. That's not a neat looking stone. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That belongs to Florence, wife of Herman. Died August the 7th, 1897 at the age of 24 years and 1 month. And that is a beautiful stone. Very nice. All right. Let's do these couple, and then we'll catch that other row back up. Yeah, it gets better. Here to Mary, and she died 1872. All right, and we're up to here. We have Samuel, 1854 to 1920, and Sarah, his wife, 1855 to 1910, and Elda, 1888 to 1959, and Ida, 1889 to 1912. We have a Myrtle, 1890 to 1990, and Harold, 1910 to 1912. All right, we got Anthony, July 22nd, 1849 to August 25th, 1933. Elizabeth, October 25th, 1843 to February 12th, 1934. 1879 to 1940. And Jenny, 1866 to 1944. And Riley, April the 10th, 1876 to October the 9th, 1931. Then we have Daisy, 1894 to 1940. And Edward, I can't really tell, but there it is. Then we have Joey, 1888 to 1971. I'm not sure on the names, guys. If I say something wrong, I'm sorry. Here's Christine, 1849 to 1931. Samuel, 1845 to 1924. Then we have a Mary, born April the 12th, 1881, died August the 4th, 1919. And Lizzie, born August the 22nd, 1858, and died August the 26th, I want to say 1919, on that stone there. Then we have a William, 1850 to 1915, and a Margaret, his wife, 1854 to 1921. Then we have a William, 1857 to 1916. Rest in peace. There's Elizabeth, 1859 to 1917. Rest in peace. Oh, this is neat. We have Clifton, 1881 to 1947. Iffy, 1882 to 1960. And Vernon, 1915 to 1981. I'm not sure on the name, but he was a private infantry of World War I, July the 25th, 1896 to April 26th, 1966. Thank you for your service, sir. Oh, these are neat. It's going to be Mose Jacob, 4/4/1856 to 5/6/1937. And Ida, 11/28/1868 to 3/25/1944. Those are pretty cool. All right. Then we have a Jacob, 1856 to 1910. Mary's wife, 1858 to 1934. And Harry, 1888 to 1909. Clara, 1889 to 1932. We have John, 1860. It says he's still alive. Mary, 1859 to 1929. Either that or he's buried somewhere else. We have Norma, 1911 to 2004. And Freeland, 1907 to 1934. Then we have William. He was in World War I, September the 14th, 1894 to October the 30th, 1957. Then we have Helen, 1903 to 1990. We have Noble, Vietnam, July 18th, 1930 to September the 7th, 1984. We have Bonnie, 1927 to 1929. And Etta, 1929 to 1944. Then we have James, son James, 1931 to 2007. We have Charlie, 1885 to 1945. And Nellie, 1881 to 1989. And their daughter, Pauline, 1916 to 1947. Yeah. All right. Reuben, 1869 to 1954. Ida, 1870 to 1927. Ruby, 1904 to 1990. Barbara, 1903 to 2000. And Barbara, right here. Then we have, I'm not sure on the name, 1906 to 1995. And then we have Mariah, 1874 to 1922. This is a neat looking stone. It's going to be Ronald, November the 4th, 1938 to April the 12th, 1984. And Margaret, November the 24th, 1942. Let's see if there's a picture in there. I think it's locked, dude. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm going to sit you down for a moment. Here it is. It's right there. And that's Ronald. All right, guys, we'll move on. Right here. All right, then we got one right here. And I believe, well, we got a couple more right up here. Ronald, November the 4th, 1938, April the 12th, 1984. We'll get these couple right here. I'm gonna pretty well call this side over here done. All right, 1883 to 1927, Joseph. 1853 to 1927, and Alice. 1856 to 1925. All right. Well, let me get this one. I'm here. A couple of them right here. We have Nellie. 1830 or 1880 to 1922, I think. And Thomas, 1875 to 1925. Jackie, 1925. And then we have Melissa, 1862 to 1924. And we're going to knock this out to right to the tree if you don't want to. Okay, that'll work. I'm going to have to end this video, guys, and start another one. Emma, 1866 to 1939, and Charles, 1867 to 1940. 1859 to 1926, and 1858 to 1925. All right, I'm going to end this one, guys, and start another video. Appreciate you watching, and peace. I'm out of this one.